And my goal for you today is to get a full body workout focused on maintaining or improving your balance. So make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair with you. Make sure you have some comfortable clothing, some nice sturdy shoes. Make sure that you have a cleared space around you, especially if you have any little critters running around. Make sure those pets are in a safe place because we will be moving around. You don't want to get tangled up with them. And then make sure you have a bottle of water close by in case you need to rehydrate along the way. But let's go ahead and jump into our workout. I have my chair placed right behind me to get started, and we're going to start off with a little warm-up. So we're going to start with some lateral steps. First, to begin, make sure that we have good posture in place. Shoulders are rolled back, our chin is up nice and tall. We pretend as if we have a string attached to the top of the head, pulling us up towards the ceiling so we're nice and tall, and we have that belly button pulled in and a nice engaged core. All right, let's get started with some lateral steps. We're going to start by just stepping across, both feet alternating, and we're nice and loose to begin with. I'm going to add some arms crisscrossing as well. And like I said, just starting off nice and loose. We're trying to get those muscle groups that we'll be using through the rest of the workout warmed up real lightly and gently. So we're starting with some upper body moves here just to get nice and warmed up. So I'm stepping across in the front to begin with both feet. We're going to take a pause here in 3, 2, 1. All right, arms are still out to the sides. Now we're going to take those steps behind. And this in itself could be maybe more of a balance challenge for you. Still keeping it nice and loose. If you cannot do those steps behind, just continue with the steps crossing in the front. Good. And you might feel those shoulders start to warm up now. That's a good thing. We're getting that body nice and warmed up. All right, next we're gonna move into some shifting weight. This is more of a Tai Chi move that I like to start off with in a lot of our classes. So we got about 3 more seconds of our lateral steps here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let those legs rest, and we're gonna take our legs into just a slightly wider stance, a little wider than shoulder width apart. From here, make sure those shoulders are rolled back. We're nice and tall still, belly button pulled in, hands come together in a prayer position. And then from here, we bend the knees and shift our weight side to side. And when I talked about warming up the muscle groups we're going to be using throughout the rest of our workout, this is a great move to warm up with. As we bend those knees side to side, we're really getting those big muscle groups in the legs working gently. And you already might be feeling those quads warm up, the big muscles right above the knees. Good. Toes are pointed forward, belly button pulled in, supporting that back. And we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Feet stay in place. We're going to put the hands on the hips for some hip circles now. From here, all we're going to do is circle the hips in one direction, both at the same time. You can start in whatever direction you want to start rolling those hips in. I'm trying to keep my back nice and flat as I lean forward when the hips go back. Just light, gentle circles. Good. 3, 2, 1. We pause here. Take your circles in the other direction now. Good. Still maintaining that flat back. You might hear some pops and cracks in the inner thighs, maybe getting that pelvis loosened up a little bit. That's okay as long as nothing's hurting. Just waking up those joints. 3, 2, and 1. Up nice nice and tall. We'll bring those feet back in about shoulder width apart. From here, we're gonna move into some side steps. So just step to one side, legs together, other side, legs together. Good. And go at your own pace. We're in our warm-up still, so we aren't going super fast. Shoulders back, chin up, good posture. That belly button still pulled in, engaging that core, supporting that back. Very good. And if you're feeling really good with these side steps, we can add some shoulder rolls. So keeping the steps going, we're gonna roll those shoulders back. Good. Getting the upper body and that lower body warming up at the same time. 3, 2, and 1. Roll those shoulders forward. Good. Maintaining our side steps along the way. We have about 8 more seconds of our side steps with shoulder rolls, and then we're going to take those arms into some big circles. We'll rest the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Legs take a pause. Arms out to the sides extended. We're going to start by rolling forward, circling forward, both arms. Very nice. And we don't have big circles right now. We have some small circles on both sides. But you probably feel those shoulders starting to warm up a little bit. Let's try to build those circles. So slowly make your circles a little bit bigger until you have a large range of motion. Both arms circling as big as they can. Good. And now let's take those circles back down. So now we're going back down in size. My medium circle. And then some very small circles. Good. A light pause right here. And now we'll circle back. Small circles to begin with, just like we did rolling forward. Small circles to begin. Woo, I know those shoulders are getting hot. Bigger circles. Good. We're really warming up now, huh? All right, big circles. Large range of motion. 3, 2, 1, and we take the sides back down. Small circles, and 3, 2, and 1. Arms rest, very good. Warm up complete. It's time to start the heavier part of our workout. So I'm gonna bring my chair up right beside me now. Okay, so as we move through these different sequence moves that I have planned for us, just know that we're going to be switching sides from this side of the chair to the other. So just get ready. We're going to be doing some moving in between our exercise moves. So we'll get in a few steps just to shake out those legs between our balance moves. Okay, to begin with, we have some marching. So we're just standing up nice and tall. Good control, shoulders rolled back, chin up, belly button pulled in. You might already be tired of hearing me say that, but I will continue to remind you of your posture through our balance workout because posture is very important for balance. So anytime we are leaning forward, if your head's leaning forward, that adds about 10 pounds of pressure on your body, on that spine to hold that weight up. So make sure that you're maintaining good posture. You might feel those abs get tight. That back might get tight sometimes, but that's okay. You can just take a break and then get back up when you have your rest. All right, we're warmed up with our marching here. We're gonna move into some knee raises next. And we're gonna be working with the right side. So I'm mirroring what you're doing. I'm gonna pause my steps in 3, 2, and 1. You pause your steps with me. I'm moving my chair to this side. Okay, right leg. If you need to hold onto your chair, you have it right beside you now for the next sequence of exercise moves. We're gonna start with knee raises. Right knee rises to about a 90-degree angle, slight pause, and then lower it back down. Knee up and down. We have 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Other side now. You don't have to move your chair. You can just step behind. Left leg now. Knee rises, 90-degree angle, and place back down. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I'm going to stay in place for this next move. If you want to get behind your chair, you can if you need both hands placed on your chair to help with balance. I'm standing beside so you can see what my legs are doing. I'm going to hold on to the side of my chair and I'm going to extend my hips back. So one leg extends back and then the other. They're just straight steps back. I keep my shoulders up, my head is staying forward, and I'm looking straight up ahead. I am not looking down at the floor. We're keeping that gaze up nice and tall. Good. And we're keeping those alternating steps back, going at a really good controlled pace. Good. We have about 8 more on each side. 8, 8. Good. 7, 7. And maybe you're holding on with both hands. 6, 6. That's okay. 5, 5. You can challenge yourself. Maybe just hold on with the one pointer finger and the middle finger. Can you challenge yourself to that? Good. I lost count. Where are we at? I'm gonna guess. 4, 3, 2, and last one on each side. Very good. Okay, we're moving back to the right leg now. I call this next move hip overs. So we're going to be taking the hips up nice and tall as if we're stepping over a fence post. I'm holding on with the opposite hand onto my chair. And you go at your own pace and at your own height. Everybody's going to be different for this. We're going to pick our leg up as if we're stepping over a big fence post. Take that leg behind you, then step it back in front. Good. And go as high as you can handle. If you can only go a couple of inches over, that's okay. If you can't go all the way back, that's okay too. Up and over, up and over. Really picking that hip up, taking it out to the side and pivoting that body. Back in, we have 3 more. 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, and 1. Good, and take a few steps to walk it out. We've been bracing on that other leg. We're going to the left side now. You may be holding on with the opposite hand on your chair. That's fantastic. Same thing with our hip overs. Picking that hip up as tall as you can and taking it back behind you like you're stepping over a fence post, and then stepping back across. Stepping over and behind, stepping back across. Good. Picking that knee up as tall as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And that got us warmed up for our next move. With this next move, if this seems more of an advanced move for you, you can continue with your hip overs. But we're going to take this and we're going to call this a leg lift. It's kind of like the hip over with that rotation of the legs circling behind. But just watch how I do it first. We're gonna first bring the knee up. I'm working with my right knee first. From here, we straighten that leg out front and then wrap it behind as the arm comes forward and the leg goes back. Okay, try it with me now. Knee up, 90-degree angle. Extend the leg out straight, wrap that straight leg around, and the set arm on the same side extends forward. Good, let's do 3 more. Knee up, straight leg, wrap around, arm comes up. Great balance move. 2, straighten, wrap around, arm forward. Good, last one. Knee up, straight leg, circle around, arm forward. Very good, and we'll take a few steps out. You may be feeling those glutes getting warmed up. Other side. 90-degree angle, straight leg, wrap around, arm forward. Here's 4, straight, wrap. 3, 2, and 1. Wrap around, arm extended. Very good, and take a few steps out. All right, now we're gonna step behind the chair. Next, we're gonna give those legs a little break. They've done a lot of good work today. We're gonna take both arms extended out front. I'm just gonna start by holding onto the chair, and then we're gonna lift both arms shoulder height. We're gonna call these shoulder raises. Coming up, shoulder height, and back down. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see how tall my arms are coming up. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Legs stay in place. We're gonna take our arms into a goalpost position. From here, we're gonna bring the elbows and the hands together in front, and then we'll open those arms up and pull them back, squeezing the shoulder blades as they return back. Then bring them forward, squeeze the chest, take them back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze and squeeze in the back. 5, 4, belly button pulled in tight. 3, 2, and 1. Arms can relax. Very good. I'm going to turn my chair to the side now. You can still stand behind your chair because you may need both hands for this next move. We're going to take one leg and we're just going to stand on one foot and hold that pose for 10 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to start. I'm holding on with my left hand. I'm going to be bringing the right knee up to begin with. So here we go. Get ready. You may want to bend that bracing knee just a tad. And we're going to bring that knee up, 90-degree angle. Feet are nice and flat. Shoulders rolled back. Belly button pulled in. Good support for that back. Glutes are engaged and we're holding. I'm going to give us a countdown. Can you go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you go with one finger on the chair? 6, 5, 4. Can you lift that finger off? 3, 2, 1. Very good. You have your chair there the whole time. Let's do the other side. You can always advance your balances by starting by holding with your full hand on. Then you can start by taking one finger off, then another finger, then maybe holding with just 2 fingers and a thumb. Take the thumb off, and then one finger, and then hovering your hand, and then letting the hands go. And that's a good way to advance those balance moves. All right, on the other side now, we're holding on with our right hand. bracing on that right leg. Left knee comes up 90-degree angle. Feet are flat, shoulders rolled back, belly button pulled in, head is nice and tall. We're holding. Can you go for 10 seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Very good. Okay, next I like to call this a sway. So sometimes it's good to challenge our balance like we were just now with our one foot. So I'm gonna move my chair out of the way for just this one move. If you want to, for safety, I would recommend keeping that chair in front of you if you do have more challenges with balance. We're gonna start by taking the arms out to the sides, and they aren't lifted up shoulder height. They're just kind of loosely hanging to the sides. And from here, we're gonna shift our body weight. Like you're swaying side to side, letting that head fall, engaging that core. You've got your chair in front of you if you feel like you're gonna teeter-totter too far to one side or the other. And you'll notice you should feel this working throughout the core. One of our big balance points. Good. You can use your eyes, second balance point on our body, to find your gaze and focus on a gaze. And then we're planting those feet and really bringing those feet close to the floor, feeling that surface beneath us. Third balance point. We have 8 more seconds. Can you keep your sway going? 4, 3, 2, and 1, and break. Very good. We're gonna now sit in the chair for our cool down and our stretch series. Okay. As I was saying, we have 3 balance points on our body that help us at all times stay balanced. It's the eyes, 2 inches below the navel, and between the second and third toe. We've really used the feet today, so I think we've had good practice on getting good nerve engagement on the bottoms of the feet. So now let's work with that core a little bit. A strong core always helps us have good posture and good balance. So we're gonna start with some seated crutches. I'm seated in my chair and I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see where I'm at. I'm about halfway up in the chair. Because we're gonna be doing some crunches, we're gonna be hovering, leaning back, and then bringing ourselves back forward. So you're gonna need that space behind to lean and lean forward. All right, let's start out by rolling the shoulders back. We have good spinal alignment. We're going to cross the arms across the chest. And then from here, we have 8 crunches. As we lean back, we're gonna hover just barely, and you might notice your feet come up off the floor. That's okay. Good core engagement. Then we come back forward, nice and tall, sitting up straight, and then lean back with our hover. Good. We have 8 more. 8, 7, 6, strong core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Up, forward, arms uncross. Next we have, I'm calling it a half roll out. Feet are on the floor. We're at about a 90-degree angle and they're about shoulder width apart. Fingers clasped together in front. We're gonna keep these rounded arms and we're gonna lean forward as we peel the shoulders away in the back and bring the belly button in towards the spine. So we're arching that back. Good. Take a big deep breath in, breathe in, and breathe out as you sit back up nice and straight. And open the chest. Good. We have 4 more of those. Lean in, arch the back, peel the shoulders away, take a big breath in, and breathe out. Good. We're on 3. Arch the back, peel the shoulders away, breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Peel the shoulders away, arch the back, belly button pulled in, breathe in, and breathe out. Last one. Belly button pulled in tight, shoulders peel away. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and relax those arms. Very good. Next we have side bends. We're going to take the left hand up close to the ear. You can just kind of keep your hand close by that ear up on the head. From here, we're going to lean down towards that right side and bring it back up. Pull that belly button in once again. Good support for the core. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. Right arm up by the ear. Left arm leaning down. Belly button pulled in. Shoulders rolled back. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good. And now I'm going to sit back in my chair for the last strength move we're going to do here for our balance, our cool down sequence. Right leg is going to extend out front with the toes pointed up towards the ceiling. We really want good core engagement for this one to protect that back. We're going to target the lower abdominal muscles. Rolling the shoulders back. If you need to hold onto your chair to kind of keep those shoulders back, you can. From here, we have a flat foot on the left side. We're bringing that right leg up off the floor. We have 6 more. 6. You should feel it in the lower abdominals. 5, 4, sitting up nice and tall. We aren't arching as that leg comes in. 2, and 1. Down, pull that foot back. Good. Other side. Leg extended out front, toes pointed up. Roll the shoulders back, belly button pulled in. If you need to hold on to the arms to keep your shoulders back, you can. Keep that back up tall. We aren't going to arch as we bring the leg up. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back in. Very good. And you've made it. We're at our stretch series now for our workout, so very good work today. We're going to start off with a cat-cow stretch. This is a really great move, and it kind of taps into that half rollback that we just did a few minutes ago. So hands are on the knees. Legs are bent about 90-degree angles. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what this looks like. Hands on the knees. We're up nice and tall to begin with a flat back. This is a cat-cow. It's a yoga move. This is a good upper body stretch. As we take a deep breath in, we're going to bring the belly button in towards the spine. Peel those shoulders away. Breathe in, and then breathe out as you bring the arms open and look up at the sky with the chest open wide. Good. Breathe in, back to our cat. Belly button in, shoulders peeled away. Breathe out, arms open, head up, chest open. 1 more. Hands on the knees, belly button in, breathe in, and breathe out. And hands relax. Very good. I'm going to stay sideways so you can see this next one. This is a forward roll up. This is a good stretch for the back. I'm going to extend my legs out just barely, maybe half of a foot length forward. From here, we have a flat back. Arms are nice and straight, about shoulder width apart. We're going to lean forward, touch the toes, And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly roll all the way back up. One vertebrae at a time. Chin is the last thing to come up and shoulders roll back. Good. One more. Arms up, shoulder height, straight. Back leans forward, touching the toes. Roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Chin is the last thing to come up and shoulders roll back. Very good. Next we have a hamstring stretch. I'm going to turn back and look at you. We're going to take the right leg out front, toes extended up. We're holding on with the left hand on our chair. We're going to take the right hand and we're just going to scoop up the air beside that extended leg. And this is a dynamic stretch because we continue the motion through the stretch. So you should feel as you lean in a good stretch up the back of that leg. Good control, slow movement. 3, 2, and 1. Good, other side. Leg extended out front. We're going to take that hand, scoop up that air on the outside of that left leg. Feeling that stretch go up the back of that leg each time we lean in. 3, 2, and last one. Very good. Foot comes back in. We're going to take those arms out to the sides. And from here, we're just going to twist at the waist to one side. And if you want to, you can look over that back shoulder for a deeper stretch on the spine. And we're up nice and tall. Your head is nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, breathe out as you twist back front and center. Very good. Other side. You can look over that back shoulder now for a deeper stretch on the spine. We're nice and tall. Breathe in. And exhale as you turn back front and center and arms relax. All right, for our last few stretches, we're gonna stand back up. My chair is in front of me and I'm standing to the side so you can see this movement. We're gonna stretch the big muscles in the front, the quads. We're gonna pull the right foot up behind us and we're gonna hold that foot as we hold onto our chair. Try to bring your knees a little bit closer together if you can and tilt that pelvis forward. When you tilt that pelvis forward, just that little movement you'll feel will stretch that quad just a little bit deeper. Shoulders roll back and we breathe. Take a deep breath in right here, breathe in. And exhale as you drop that foot down. Take a few steps out, other side. Left foot comes up. We're holding our chair with the opposite hand. Bring those knees closer together. Tilt that pelvis in. Shoulders roll back. Breathing, feeling that lengthening in the quadricep. Take a deep breath in right here. Breathe in. And exhale as foot slowly lowers back down to the ground. We take a few steps out. All right, final stretch. I'm gonna put both hands on my chair. I take the right foot behind me, flat foot. This is a runner's stretch. The other knee is bent as we're leaning forward. Feeling that stretch on the calf muscle in the back. Breathing. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Step back forward. Other leg goes back. Same thing. Opposite knee is bent. Flat foot behind you. Holding onto our chair. Good support. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Step back up. Couple steps out. Very good. And finally, a big stretch up. We're going to take both hands, round them up overhead for a deep breath in, and breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. And thank you for joining me today. It was a great balance workout. It was really nice to work with you, and I'll see you next month, hopefully. Have a great day.